It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful.
Welcome back, Junkies on 106.7 The Fan, our annual holiday drinking show. I'm having the eggnog. Cakes hates on eggnog. It's not bad.
It's actually pretty good this year.
Come on, here we go. Cheers, boys. Come on. We've been drinking here a little bit.
I think we're going to do a breathalyzer in about 15 minutes to see where we stand.
That's my concoction.
Cheers.
That's my special concoction.
Congratulations.
It's about as special as Brandon Lang's pancakes.
They're waffles.
But there is the secret. There is the secret ingredient.
Somebody was asking what your secret ingredient is.
It's the rum cream. It's the Ray and Nephew rum cream.
Right.
Is it gambling losses? Is that the secret ingredient?
For the record,
You can use it for your eggnog, and then you can also rub it on your face.
for the record,
Perfect.
right. Brandon Lang's waffles were okay, but they were waffles.
I would say they're good.
I would say they were very normal. I just don't want to offend them.
Let me say this now that Brandon's back in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They were average.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, Aunt
Average.
Jemima frozen waffles
hold on.
taste just as good.
But it was still hilarious that he
Let's pull
made
back the
them for us.
curtains here for a second. Yeah. So he had the Bisquick mix back
Yes.
there. And Drab went back there and said, what is the special way you make them? He goes, it's right on the back of the box. all he did was add sour cream to the mix.
It's not grandma's recipe. You're adding one ingredient.
No, it was typical Brandon. He just likes to hype stuff up. He exaggerates everything. He's kind of goofing. And so,
But it's just the way he is.
He's fun. We had Brandon Lang in the studio yesterday.
Fun.
Today, on our holiday drinking show in the 9 o'clock hour, Alan May and Craig Laughlin are going to join us in studio. Plus, our friends from the Palm are swinging by.
It's very good. It's good
I've heard
news.
rumors of lobster omelets.
Between the
You know what?
eggnog
The
and the
officers,
palm,
I guarantee the officers will stay for that.
yeah.
Well, they should.
Yeah, they should.
we're gonna consume 5,000 to 10,000 calories today. What are we
Big
gonna
giant fatties.
do? Yeah, big fatties. Come on, here we go.
Cheers, my friend.
I'm just gonna tell the cops. I'm gonna violate
Cheers.
the rule a little bit about drinking before the breathalyzer.
The cops, I was actually talking to one of the officers during the break. I said, when do you want to do the breathalyzer? You know, is it every hour? What, every half hour? He says, let's do it every hour, but you have to stop drinking about 20 minutes before you.
I'm gonna break that law.
Because then you get the alcohol.
I can't.
It'll be a false read.
That's no fun.
It's a false read.
It's fine. Mine is never that high.
I can make it high.
I know. The show record we've determined is 0.18. We kind of pulled that out of the sky.
It's my recall. Like I said, 2 years ago, I tweeted out at GlassJoeJP, and I think it's on the Junkies Facebook page. There's video of the 2012 drinking show, the last segment. Dan Helly called in, and Cakes did a breathalyzer, and he won the day at 0.153, I believe it was.
I was selling out.
Let's just call it a 0.15.
Yeah.
But I believe the
That'll
year
definitely
that Lurch
get you
and
locked
I,
up, by the way.
Remember we were trying to see who got to 0.1 first?
Yeah.
And Lurch edged me out on the 0.1, and I think he might have hit a 0.18. I was like in the 0.15 area.
0.15 is very close to double the legal limit.
Right.
If you blow that, you were going
we got
straight to
hammered.
jail.
Hammered.
We got
Yeah.
hammered.
Yeah.
I think I went home that day and passed out eating Nutter Butters.
So this morning,
Drabby, can you give me a couple cups, please, Drabby? Because I just want to pour the boys. We're each going to do one shot.
I think the officers should get one too.
The officers too. Real quick before we stop
they're
for
on
the
duty. They
breathalyzer.
can't. They're going to throw them over their shoulder and laugh at us.
Really?
How about they stay away from
I was being
shots?
serious.
How about they stay away from shots
All right,
while
hold
they
on.
have guns?
Hold on. I know I sound happy now, and I'm happy.
Right.
Okay.
Temporarily.
So this morning,
Not the big green
Here.
cups. I want the.
No, there's
just
cups.
the cups
Use-
over there.
use
He's so
these
stupid.
cups.
What kind of producer are you?
Why so Rick? You're supposed to have the Christmas spirit.
Well,
You're
it
supposed
just
to be
gets on my
festive.
nerves.
listen, pay attention to me.
All right.
So I'm happy. It's the holidays. We're having cocktails at the holiday show.
Right. But you're working next week.
That doesn't make you happy.
So you just
See,
destroyed
you're bringing
me.
him down.
You
You're
just
being a
destroyed
Grinch
me.
so far.
You just destroyed me. But so this morning,
I know you're kryptonite.
it's 4:00, and I
Yeah.
never the alarm never goes off in my house.
There you go, Rick.
I always wake up before the alarm
Yeah.
clock.
I
So
don't.
It's 3:50 a.m. I roll over, I look at the clock, 3:50 a.m. And I roll over and I say, oh. Right? And then I just got up because what's the point?
Yeah.
What, are you going to sleep for 10 more minutes?
I do.
So then
Yes.
That's what I do.
then I put I put my cover that was on me, I put it on my wife.
Oh, that's so chivalrous of you.
Right. That was
Right?
nice.
I did that.
You don't want to get one in?
And that hadn't happened since 2000.
Yeah, right.
You want to stuff her stocking?
So then I put the cover on her and I rubbed her arm, and she woke up and she says, "Thank you." And I said, "I'm not happy right now." She goes, "Oh, I'm very sorry." She goes, "I'm sorry."
Right.
I said, "Yeah, I'm sure
As
you
she
are."
drifts off to slumber for 3+ more
you're
hours.
gonna sleep for another 3 hours, and I just got out of bed.
So jealous.
And I'm thinking, I gotta go drink.
Yeah, I got to go grind it today.
I mean, here's the thing. It is
seriously.
fun, but it does punish you.
It takes a toll on
Do you
you.
understand how
you.
miserable I was this morning thinking that I had to come over here and do that?
I know.
Now I'm happy now because it's already in the blood.
Did you
we're all
have
doing,
Corner
we're all
Club
doing
last
one
night?
shot. It's not a big one. It's a very
Fireball.
small.
Yeah, keep it
You know
nice.
how many of these I've done on the golf course? The fireballs?
Right.
Did you have Corner Club last night to have some cocktails?
Yeah, we went to Circa down at Foggy Bottom.
Oh, that's right.
He's not going to do it.
I like
No,
your
he's
light
gonna do
pour,
it.
EB. I like that.
That's a light pour.
Yeah,
Come
I
on. Here we go.
appreciate that.
Fireball. Fireball
All right.
whiskey. I don't know. Whatever.
Cheers, boys.
That's what all the kids are
Merry
doing.
Christmas.
There you go.
It's all the kids.
Happy holidays. What about Pete? Why isn't Pete drinking?
Pete, are you allowed to do these?
Yeah.
Hold on,
He
let's
doesn't
get
have
some
a
candy.
ride.
Pete on sports, real quick.
Pete, I heard, forgot his gift.
I'm going to the Radio Row this afternoon for the Army Navy stuff. So
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta,
You probably should be.
I gotta stay on the straight and narrow.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
I
A
got
lot
you.
of military
Cherry zero
officers
for me.
around.
You know what? Next year. Make sure you
Okay.
have nothing planned on the Christmas show next year.
I believe
Okay.
this is actually the Fireball whiskey that Sean Springs brought in last year.
Very nice. Cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you something. That is awful.
It is. That's you know what you just drank? Gasoline.
Right.
Just poured it down my throat.
Did you already just pummel it?
Yes.
All right, here you go. Let me
Just got to
pummel
get rid of it quick.
What's the trifling candy they used to have at like the Bowie bowling alley when we were kids? Is it Mike and Ike's?
Yeah, like that tastes
That's
like Red
what it
Hots.
tastes like. Yeah.
yeah,
Cinnamon Red
terrible.
Hots.
You like Mike and Ike's?
Mike and
No, I
Ike's are
don't.
silly.
You don't?
Nope.
Not the red ones, but you like the multicolored, the
Yeah,
fruity
the
ones.
silly, the fruity Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, those are
I'm not a
amazing.
fan.
Valdez, do you have a bottle of Fireball at your Maryland tailgates?
We have the gallon handles just flowing.
Oh,
at the
a
tailgates.
gallon. You guys aren't messing around.
So you
Multiple,
do
too.
multiple shots for your
Yes,
Maryland
and
tailgate.
then-
He gets hammered.
And then at the end of the tailgate, we all do a celebratory toast where we sing the fight song. And then we walk in.
And luckily,
and then watch
you-
us blow
Luckily,
24
you
point
have
leads.
then hours upon hours for it to metabolize in your system.
By the way,
yeah.
so you're not
I
a
think
menace
ne-
out on the road.
I think next week when
course.
JP and I are essentially doing a marathon week,
Right.
I think we should get Coach Edsel on because they are playing in a bowl game.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're
Foster
playing,
Farms
now
Bowl.
They're basically playing in Stanford's backyard.
Are they
They
playing
are.
on the 30th?
Yes.
Yep. And by the way, it's the biggest Vegas spread of all the bowl games.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
What is
14.
it?
14.
Wow. I would take the Terps plus the 14. That's my initial
Terps
tingle.
aren't favored by 14.
No, they're not.
No.
Stanford will probably just boat race them. But I think we should have Coach Edsel. Can you guys work on that? We'll have him on next week to preview that.
Yeah, we're already in contact with him because we wanted Coach to stop by today,
Uh-huh.
but he's going back and forth.
Was he recruiting or?
Well, San Francisco, I think he flies in this morning, and then he's got a recruiting trip this afternoon.
Okay.
So we're trying to get him to stop by. But
Oh, you mean he's not going to be face down in his couch at like 11 o'clock this afternoon like we are?
Yeah.
All right, here's the deal.
If he stopped by my house, he'd see that.
At 7, PDK is going to join us.
Yes.
Fill us in on the movies to see this holiday season, what's coming out this weekend. At 7:20, I believe we're doing our gift exchange.
We are,
And then
yes.
we can open up to calls. I know you want to talk about like kind of your top moments of the year. We
Well,
had a
he's
lot of
got the
people
montage.
send us on the Junkies Facebook page and tweeted us. And Valdez put together this montage of the best moments of the year. But then we'll just open up to the phone lines. At some point, too, I do want to mention what Jay Gruden said about RG3.
He had more things to say yesterday.
If you can't read between the lines and realize that Jay Gruden doesn't like RG3, you're a fool.
Oh, yeah, he's so ready to move on. Well,
we
this was
knew
the
that.
opportunity.
We knew that weeks ago.
Think
JP.
about it. The quarterback can't even turn his neck,
Right.
and he's still going to play him.
I mean, he basically said.
Has he said
"We've
he's going to
seen-
start him?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
as long as he passes the last
McCoy's gonna
doctor's
start. He basically
exam.
has said, we've seen enough of RG3. We know what he can do and what he can't do, and that's that.
Yeah.
Said,
Well,
we're
I
not
didn't-
going to learn anything more from watching him in the game.
I still am befuddled over the fact that Kirk gets no love.
None.
Now, he was taking some first team reps that all three of them did, but in practice this week. So
Put it this
he
way.
is at least working Kirk in
Put it
practice.
this way. If you ask Jay to rank his quarterbacks,
Oh, I know the ranking.
Kirk wouldn't be number 3.
Well, then why is he
I think it's
inactive
just a
every
political
week?
thing. I think it's a political
He's
thing.
throwing the owner a bone by saying, look, I'm making your guy number 2.
Might also
Even
be
though
a
he
way to
stinks.
prop up trade value. I mean, not that it really matters.
He's not playing, though. I mean,
know,
what's the
but
point?
If you say, well, you're trading away your number 3 quarterback, you might get less than if you say you're trading your number
Man,
2.
I just don't,
know.
I don't understand it.
It's a political move. Trust me.
Can you imagine how bitter Kirk is?
No.
That
He's still
playing-
getting paid.
Well, that's fine.
He
but
blew his opportunity. The truth is, he had an opportunity, and he blew it himself.
If it didn't blow it
You know
that
what?
bad,
Do
you
you know
didn't
how
blow it,
hard
you
it
should
is?
never get another shot.
Think about Brian Hoyer. I was thinking about this the other day. Think about Brian Hoyer. Brian Hoyer was essentially told by, I know we got to go. by his coach, you can't F up once or I'm starting the guy behind you.
Right.
Okay? Can you imagine going home thinking, I can't make a mistake in an NFL game?
Well, he had that
you
whole
can't play
game.
like
He
that.
had that whole game. No, he had said
You can't play like that.
Too
Eric.
much pressure.
Yeah,
But it was a build up from the previous 3 games where he had 1 touchdown and 6 picks.
He feels the same pressure. It's the same pressure every single week.
Well, it's a pressure league.
I understand
You know
that.
what?
But you're saying Kirk
How do you
to
make
prove
diamonds
himself.
cakes?
How do you make what?
Diamonds.
No pressure, no diamonds.
There you go.
Guys
Another
play,
RG3
guys
slug
play
line.
better if they know if they make a
not looking
mistake,
over
they
the
can
shoulder.
still play their way out of it. And Kirk will never be able to do that.
All right, it is our annual holiday drinking show. We'll take breathalyzers shortly. Of course, if you're thinking about driving during this holiday season and you've had too much to drink, what you do is you call Sober Ride, 1-800-200-TAXI, and you don't deal with the hassles of getting a DUI, being locked up. 1-800-200-TAXI. Sober Ride is sponsored by the Washington Regional Alcohol Program. Come back, talk some movies. BDK joins us next on The Fan.